What are no-fly zones? No-fly zones are designated areas in the airspace where aircraft are restricted from flying. They are marked on aeronautical charts and clearly defined by aviation authorities. These zones are crucial for maintaining safety and security in the skies. Ignoring them can have serious consequences. Understanding no-fly zones is essential for all pilots, drone operators, and aviation enthusiasts. No-fly zones are not arbitrary restrictions. They are put in place for a variety of important reasons. One of the most common reasons for establishing a no-fly zone is to enhance security around critical infrastructure. This includes military bases, government buildings, and power plants. These locations are considered high-value targets and are therefore subject to heightened security measures, including airspace restrictions. By prohibiting unauthorized aircraft from flying over these areas, the risk of attacks or other security breaches is significantly reduced. Safety is another primary concern when it comes to no-fly zones. Large public gatherings, such as sporting events or concerts, often have temporary no-fly zones in place to protect the crowds below. In the event of an aircraft accident or malfunction, a densely populated area would be particularly vulnerable. Therefore, restricting air traffic during these events is a sensible precaution. Flying in a no-fly zone without proper authorization is a serious offense. The specific penalties for violating a no-fly zone can vary depending on the country and the severity of the infraction. However, they can include hefty fines, suspension or revocation of pilot licenses, and even criminal charges. In some cases, unauthorized aircraft entering a no-fly zone may even be intercepted or forced to land by law enforcement agencies. It is crucial for all pilots and drone operators to be aware of the legal consequences of violating no-fly zones. Ignorance is not a defense. Before every flight, it is essential to thoroughly check for any airspace restrictions along the planned route. This information is readily available from aviation authorities and through various online and app-based resources. Section 4. Avoiding no-fly zones. Fortunately, avoiding no-fly zones is relatively straightforward with the right tools and preparation. Aeronautical charts are the primary source of information about no-fly zones. These charts, available in both paper and digital formats, clearly depict the locations and boundaries of all restricted airspace. Pilots should consult these charts before every flight to ensure they are aware of any no-fly zones along their planned route. In addition to aeronautical charts, there are several other resources available to help pilots and drone operators avoid no-fly zones. Flight planning apps and websites often include up-to-date information about airspace restrictions. These tools can be invaluable for planning flights and ensuring compliance with all regulations. Some apps even offer real-time alerts if an aircraft is approaching a no-fly zone, providing an extra layer of safety. Section 5. Respecting no-fly zones, a shared responsibility. Respecting no-fly zones is not just a legal obligation, it is a shared responsibility among all those who use the airspace. By adhering to these restrictions, we contribute to a safer and more secure aviation environment for everyone. Whether you are a seasoned pilot or a hobbyist drone operator, understanding and respecting no-fly zones is crucial. Remember, no-fly zones are not arbitrary restrictions. They are carefully considered measures put in place to protect people and property. By educating ourselves about these zones and planning our flights accordingly, we can all do our part to ensure that the skies remain a safe and enjoyable space for all. Section 6. Conclusion: Safety in the skies. The concept of no-fly zones might seem restrictive at first glance, but they are essential for a safe and secure airspace. By understanding the reasons behind these zones, respecting the legal consequences of violations, and utilizing available resources to avoid them, we contribute to the well-being of everyone on the ground and in the air. As aviation technology advances and the skies become more crowded, the importance of no-fly zones will only continue to grow. Let us all do our part to fly safe, fly smart, and keep the skies a secure and enjoyable space for all.